Hey Yogi, welcome to practice. Ella here. Today I'll be guiding you through a full body flow. Today's practice is fun, exciting. We'll move all around the mat. Don't worry if you're new to yoga, I'll guide you through. If you like to practice with blocks, grab them and I'll meet you up in child's pose. And just take a moment here. Allow yourself to arrive here but without any force. Just beginning to find your soft breath. And just staying with that breath, start to root down through the tips of the fingers, activate your forearms and upper arms, reach through the heart, look towards the hands, take a big breath. And as you exhale, tiptoe all 10 fingers over towards the right side of your space. See if you can bring the left palm flat on top of the right and then bow head down in between both arms, feeling a nice stretch through the entire left side of the body. And take another inhale and an exhale. Can you sit your left hip a little heavier towards your left heel? And coming all the way back through the center of your space, take a big breath. And as you exhale, tiptoe your fingers all the way towards the other side. So maybe left hand flattens, right hand goes on top. Again, big breath in to right side body, big breath out. Wonderful. Inhale, tiptoe the fingers all the way back through the center. Take a breath out here. Stay grounded through the left palm, reach high with the right arm. Take a big breath in, open chest to the right. And as you exhale, curl and loop right arm under left. Maybe your right ear and your right shoulder can find the mat. And if it feels good and you want a bit more of a deeper stretch, you can bring this left hand around the lower back, looking for the inner part of the right hip or the right thigh. Pull the left shoulder back if you're in the bind, take a full breath. And again, big breath out. Okay, reach the left arm forwards, take an inhale. Reach the right arm back up to the sky, open chest. And as you exhale, right arm forwards and again down towards the mat. On the next inhale, left arm reaches up, open chest towards the left side of your space. And again, exhale, left arm under right. Bringing left ear and left shoulder down towards the mat. And if you wanted the deeper stretch here, right arm's going to loop around the lower back, hooking for the inner part of the left hip. Pull the right shoulder back, take a big breath. And again, big breath out. Reach the right arm forwards and then down towards the mat. Open up again, left arm reaches. Take a deep inhale, open chest to the left. And as you exhale, left hand roots down towards the mat. On the next inhale, lift up into a tabletop position. So just coming onto all fours, onto hands and knees. And we'll take a few rounds of cat-cow. Make sure your hands are underneath shoulder points and knees are underneath the hips. Toes are flat down. On the next breath in, drop the belly low, gaze up high. Draw the shoulders back and pop your heart forwards. And as you exhale, round through your back, hug navel in towards the back of the spine, chin towards the chest. Again, take an inhale, look to the sky, open up the heart. And then exhale, find that cat. Inhale, drishti up. Close off with an exhale. And staying with the round, push the bum back towards the heels, bring the forehead down towards the mat, reach the fingers forward. So we're going to take a couple of waves through that. So on the next inhale breath, keep the gaze low, lift the bum away from the heels, rounding forwards to come into that cat-like tilt of the spine. And as you exhale, lift the hips high, lift the gaze high, press back into child's pose, heart melts towards the thighs. Again, keep the gaze low, round through back body, take a big breath, shifting forwards to tabletop. And again, big breath out, glide back with the heart, come through towards child's. And we'll go for one more, so big breath. And as you exhale, this time, create that nice arch, but kill the toes and see if you can just body you on your way into downward dog. You can adjust the hands and feet accordingly. Maybe you need to walk your hands forwards a little. Maybe you want to wiggle or move, really feel into the pose, feel into the body, listening to all of your layers. Noticing where we're at. Lovely. We're going to shift that forwards now. So take a big breath in here and a big breath out. And as you look forwards towards the top of your space, we'll walk that forwards into Uttanasana, so coming into forward fold. As you arrive at the top of the mat, separate the feet rather, so they're about hips distance, generous bend in the knees, and then come to grab opposite elbow with opposite hand. Let the arms drape heavy and the gaze stay nice and low. Take another inhale breath and take a deep sigh on the exhale. Moving the body from right to left, side to side. Keep your face nice and relaxed. And then rocking the body up and down, moving arms and head. Lovely. Let the elbows release the elbows, let the fingers drape to the mat. Take a big breath out. Keeping the bend in the knees, use your inhale breath to round and roll yourself all the way up towards your face standing posture. Once the chin lifts, heart open, shoulders draw back, take a big breath out. As you inhale, go ahead and reach your arms up. Maybe the palms reach and tap over the top of the head. As you exhale, bring the arms wide and then fall all the way down, heart towards the thighs. Well, halfway lift, take a big breath into Adho Uttanasana. Bend the knees, bring the hands towards the mat. We'll keep our right foot rooted and go ahead and step left toes and then drop the left kneecap down on the exhale. Bring the right hand towards the right knee and then the left. Take a big breath in. Gaze towards the front of your space, and as you exhale, so you can lunge forward through the right heel. Lovely. From here, go ahead and interlace the fingers, placing the fingertips towards the thumbs towards the temples and the fingertips towards the sides of the head. Take another inhale breath. And this time, as we take an exhale, we're going to twist over towards the right. Take another inhale. As you exhale, can you lunge forward through the right knee while you pull back with the right shoulder? As you inhale, spread your arms right arm back. The left arm goes forward, and as you exhale, bring the right hand towards the right hip. Reach the left arm over the ear, and then just have to lean back to find a reverse. Take another inhale. As you exhale, lower left hand down towards the inner part of the right foot. And as you inhale, reach your right arm skywards. See if you can look up past the right thumb. Take a big breath to stretch through the right fingertips. As you exhale, bring the right arm all the way back behind you, and then down to the mat. We're going to take 3 more big circles like that. So 1. Breathe in, exhale, come down. 2, breathe in, exhale, come down. And 3, inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Gazes forward, fingertips ground, toes, back toes curled. Lift the back kneecap. So we're using our inhale to now rise up into crescent. Use your hands to assist, one hand to the knee and then the other. Reach all the way up through the fingertips. Take a big breath at the top. And as you exhale, lunge forward to the right knee. Pull the right hip back, shoot the left hip forward. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, open up your arms so the left arm reaches forward and the right arm reaches back. Lovely. Take an inhale, reach forwards with the left fingers. And as you exhale, bring the right arm underneath the left. So full eagle bands in your practice, go for that. Otherwise, opposite hand, so right hand on left shoulder, left hand on right shoulder. Okay, big step off the left toes, come into chair pose, take a big breath. And as you exhale, sit down into the heels, just deepen into the hips. Ground down through the right foot, step over with the left toes onto the big toe to begin with. Take a breath. And again, exhale. If you can maybe lift the left foot and then wrap it all the way around the back of the right calf. Otherwise, use the foot on the mat for a bit of stability to keep you rooted. Again, inhale. Wonderful, and exhale. Keeping the arms wrapped, unravel the left leg, and then the next inhale, we're going to take a big step back with the left toes and then drop the left heel. Have the hips pointing forward, so square them off. Think of warrior 1 hips. Take an inhale breath and you lift your heart up. And as you exhale, start to dive down. Think of humble warrior. So right shoulder inside of the right knee. Inhale, lift the elbows skywards, open heart. And again, exhale, elbows down, fold. We'll go for 1 more, so take a big breath. And the exhale, come down. On the next inhale, rise up with your arms. Release the arms into warrior 1. And then just open the hips into warrior 2. Heel to the left foot back a little. Lunge forward to the right knee and gaze over the right shoulder towards the right middle finger. Wonderful. Flip the right palm to the sky. Reach forward with the right fingers. Take a big breath to exalt. Deep lunge in the right knee. And take a big breath out to re-lunge and stretch your arms in opposite directions. So as you inhale, straighten through the right leg. Reach all the way up with the fingers. Turn all 10 toes to point in. And as you exhale, turn the toes out, draw the heels in, sit down into the heels, bend into the knees, coming into goddess pose. Take another inhale breath, straighten through the legs, engage through the bum cheeks. And again, exhale, sit down, weight is in the heels. We'll go for 1 more big breath. And exhale, sit down, goddess pose. As you inhale, straighten through your legs, turn your left toes in, and then take your arms out wide. So as you gaze forward, we're going to come into Trikonasana. You might need just to wiggle this left foot in a little and close off the distance. Reach forward with the right fingers, bring the right hand either onto the right thigh, the shin, or if you've got a block, bring your hand to the block if you can keep your chest nice and open. See if you can peel the gaze towards that left thumb. Take a big breath. Tuck the right bum cheek underneath you if you feel like it's poking out. And take a big breath out. Lovely. Rise all the way up. So as you take the arms up with you, take an inhale. Everyone faces forward. A little more of a step in with the left foot. Close off that left hip. And as you take an exhale, take the arms back and reach the heart forwards. Take an inhale, lengthen forwards with the crown. Pull back with the tail. And again, exhale, drape forwards just a little bit more. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands come down, front knee bends, left toes, left kneecap, step back. Breathe out. Okay, root down through the palms, step back into tabletop. Take an inhale. Take the knees past the hips, and as you exhale, modify chaturanga. Shift shoulders over wrist, belly towards the mat. Separate the feet. Coming into cobra pose, take a big breath, and the heart up, and draw the shoulders back. And as you exhale, lower the heart down. As you inhale, press back into child's pose, bump to heels. And as you exhale, curl the toes, glide the hips skywards, gaze towards the thighs. Again, you might need to do a little bit of readjusting here. If you want to continue to move, please feel free. Take a full breath and a full breath out. Walking towards the top now, gaze towards the fingertips, lift high on the heels, tiptoe your way forwards to come through to forward fold again. Okay, generous bend in the knees once you arrive. Get the belly close to the thighs. Take an inhale, slide the hands up the legs, gaze out in front of you. And again, we'll fold on the exhale. As you inhale, reach the arms up, Utthasana. Engage your core and tuck your belly button in. As you exhale, take your arms wide and then fold with the heart again, forward fold. Go up halfway, take a big breath. Bend the knees, keep the left foot rooted this time. Go ahead and step the right toes and lower the right kneecap towards the earth. Bring the left hand towards the left knee and then the right hand. Use this to lift your heart in line with your pelvis. And as you exhale, lunge forwards. Get really rooted in the left heel. On the inhale, go ahead and reach your arms up. And then bring your thumbs towards your temples and the fingertips towards the side of the head. And as you exhale, we'll take a twist towards the left. Take an inhale, lunge forward to the left knee. And again, exhale, pull the left shoulder back. Bring the left hand towards the left hip. As you inhale, stretch your right arm up towards the sky. Keep lunging through the left knee. As you exhale, can you gaze over your left shoulder? Take another inhale. As you exhale, lower the right hand inside of the left foot. As you inhale, lift the left arm skywards. So just really spreading your arms in opposite directions, drawing the shoulders along the back. Taking an exhale, bring the left arm back behind you, and then all the way down. And we'll take 3 more circles, so big breath in, left arm up. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bring it down. We'll go for 1 more big breath. And exhale, lower. Beautiful. Fingertips frame, the left foot gaze goes forwards, back toes curl. And the back knee lifts, so popping up into full crescent. Use the strength of the legs, left hand to the left knee, then the right. And then reach up into full Vinyasa. Take a big breath. Press back through the right heel. As you exhale, settle into the hips. Take another inhale. As you exhale, this time open up the arms towards the left. So right arm reaches forwards, left arm reaches back. Pull the hip back, sinking down. Gazes towards the right thumb now. So start to reach through the right thumb, like you're grabbing for someone's hand. Left arm underneath the right. Again, opposite hand, opposite shoulder are options to grab for the eagle bind. So left hand to the right shoulder, right hand to the left shoulder. Take a big breath, step the right foot right by the left. As you exhale, just settle into that shape. Wonderful. Take another inhale. Maybe the right toe step over the left foot so you can be on the big toe. For support, if you feel like you're steady, maybe challenge the balance. Hover the right foot. Maybe wrap it around the back of the calf. And again, sit into that. Breathe out. Love you guys. Super strong, super focused. Left foot roots. Right leg's going to unwrap. Take a big inhale. Nice big step back. So the right toes and the right heel root. Pull the right hip forward so the hips are level towards the front. As you inhale, reach your elbows up. As you exhale, think of humble warrior. Elbows down inside of the left foot, inside of the left knee. Breathe in, bring it back up. And again, breathe out, come down inside the left foot. We'll go for 1 more deep inhale. Engage through the thighs, exhale. As you inhale, come back up, even into the spine. And we'll open up the arms now as we exhale. So warrior two, gazes over the left middle finger, sink into the hips. Flip the left palm, reach through the fingertips, take an inhale. Come all the way to reverse, to exalt. And again, exhale back into warrior two. As you inhale, press into the left heel, straighten into the arms. Bring the left toes in. So interlace the fingers around the top of the head. Now we're going to flip the toes in, the heels out. And as you exhale, sit down into goddess squat. So weight is in the heels, engage through the thighs. Breathe in, straighten the legs, squeeze through the bum cheek. And as you breathe out, sit down into the heels again. Inhale, straighten to the legs. One more time, breathe out, sit down nice and low. Lovely. As you inhale, straighten through the legs. We're going to bring right toes in, take the left toes forwards, and then take the arms wide, coming through to Trikonasana. Take a big breath. So as you reach forwards with the left fingers, bring the left hand over to the thigh, the shin, maybe the mat, arms are stretched out wide. Tuck the left bum cheek underneath you. Gazes to the right palm. Take another inhale into Trikonasana. And then exhale, stay steady in the feet. Use your inhale to rise back up. Okay, arms reach up towards the sky, hips face towards the front. Again, might need to take another little step in. Coming through to pyramid fold, arms come back behind you, breathe out. Little inhale, heart lifts. And then draping down again as we exhale, folding with the heart. 2 more breaths here, beautiful. Feel the breath, feel the body. As you inhale, rise back up. Lower the hands down towards the mat. Little bend in the left knee, big step back with the right toes. Ground through the back right heel, breathe out. Bringing both kneecaps together, moving into Chaturanga. So as the knees root, shoulders shift, elbows bend onto the belly. Breathe out. Inhale to cobra pose. And then just use your exhale to come all the way back down towards the mat. Lovely. From here, we're going to come into a bit of a locust lift. So see if you can interlace your fingers behind your lower back. Start to magnetize forearms towards one another. Engage through your upper back. As you inhale, can you move your knuckles away from your lower back as your heart lifts? And if that feels good, stretch your toes and lift your kneecaps. Breathe in for 3. For 2. And 1. As you exhale, lower down. Relax the shoulders. Bring the cheek towards the mat or the forehead. And stay nice and soft in your breather. And we'll go for that again. So interlace the fingers, draw the shoulders in, magnetize the forearms, knuckles away from the lower back, stretching out heart and legs. Breathe in for 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Exhale, lower down. Bring your hands out in front of you, coming into a Sphinx pose. So if you feel any crunching in the lower back, or you're generally quite stiff in the lower back, see if you can walk your forearms forwards. If it feels okay, elbows stay underneath the shoulder points and feet stay about hips distance. Root down through the big toes. Drive back with the elbows and reach forwards with the heart. And just expand into the brightness, feeling the sensation in the lower back. Making sure you're rolling the shoulders down and then really pumping the heart through. So aim is to stay super open and avoid kind of hiding and caving in. And just noticing where you're at. Feeling the energies, the movements, the sensations and vibrations within your body. Noticing how you feel and then acknowledging that in some way this practice has changed you. And finding gratitude for the gift of movement. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to move on to come into puppy pose. See if you can lift your hips away from the mat. You might need to do a bit of readjusting, so just walk your hands in a little. Okay, making sure the knees are underneath the hips. Start to reach your arms forwards and then melt your heart down. So options to either bring the forehead towards the mat, especially if you feel sensation deeply. If you want more, chin and chest will be down towards the earth. So if you can really begin to slow down your breathing and listen to what the heart wants. And then your next inhale, lift out with that to heart lifts, hands walk back. And then we sit in hips towards the heels, lowering all the way onto our bum. And then take the legs out in front of us. We're going to come into a nice Paschimottanasana. So a seated forward fold. Really nice way to kind of have a deep stretch and just finish off the practice working us down the way towards the mat. So as you inhale, go ahead and extend and reach through fingertips. As you exhale, fold down, grabbing for wherever you can. If you've got a strap, bring it around the feet or just grab onto shins, ankles or feet. Take an inhale, lengthen through the back of the body, reach the heart and the crown forwards. And as you exhale, fold heavy. Feel on the back side of the legs. See if you can channel the breath in this direction. Working on that idea of surrender, of letting go of something that no longer serves you. And just being open to continue to receive. As you inhale, rise out of the pose. Gaze out towards the front of your space, shuffle forwards. Take the heels to the very tops of the mat and then reach the arms out in front of you. Take a big breath. As you exhale, a little flexion in the spine. So round your back and then roll all the way down to come onto the back. We're going to bend into both knees. Walk the feet in. Take the arms out wide. Take a big breath. Stretch for your fingertips. Wiggle the feet and the kneecaps to touch. As you exhale, knees lower all the way over towards the right. See if you can wiggle right hip under left. And if it feels okay on the neck, gaze is in the opposite direction towards left fingertips. So it's quite nice to use this right hand as a bit of a weight to encourage the knees to fall. So if you're new to practicing yoga, I really recommend a nice twist at the beginning and the end of the day. It's a really great way to just relieve any tension you might have built up within your body. Really great way to lengthen into your vertebrae and enable your energies to flow with ease. Release the right arm towards the right. Take an inhale, both knees lift. And as you exhale, hips move a little towards the right. And then options to bring the left hand towards the outside of right thigh. Gaze over towards the right. And just ensure that the shoulders press down and the heart opens wide. Lovely. Inhale, knees move back. Arms move in and then the heels step wide as you exhale. Take a big breath to the belly and a big breath out the mouth. As you arrive into Savasana pose, just to let everything come undone, unravel, and just drop everything you've just done. See if you can work on allowing your breath to return that back to its natural rhythm. And your mind to do whatever it wants to do. Letting go of all control. And please stay in this moment for as long as you and your body need.